was on Meher's porch, and I was feeling so grateful for everything she had given me. And I said to Baba, how can I ever please you and Meher? What can I do? And the next day, Meher called me back into her room, and she said, I'll tell you how to please me and Baba. And I hadn't said a word to her. And she said, always give in to your husband whatever he wishes, just give him, you know, do what he wants. If he wants to see a certain movie, you go to that movie. And if he wants to do something, he wants to stay home, you stay home. If he wants some certain food, you make it for him. But he should also do that for you. So it was both should really have that in mind. I just wanted to say one other thing about the singing that came to my mind. That Meher, whenever Bob would sing a new song, she would always look to me and say, Jane, now you sing something. So she would always make sure we both shared equally, which is very, very beautiful, because I thought she would always say, well, not that she would, but I thought the Eastern way was the wife should just do most of the giving. But no, it came right from her that both should have that in mind, not to assert oneself. She always said that, don't assert yourself and what you want. The nobility lies in giving in to the other's wishes, but for both of us.
I think the fear that a lot of people, particularly mainly in the West, share is that if they do that, will the other one reciprocate and do it also? But I think someone has to take the first step. And it's inspiring, and inspires the other one to do that. It has to be a sharing.
Yeah, Arnavas told me once that one has to take the first step, and even if you go 20 years and you're the giver, it's okay. The other one will take the example from you, and eventually they will give. Just wait. It takes a while.
Well, the thing was that Gavar was always the intermediary, I mean, the one who conveyed Baba's messages, or if there was any communication to make, she did it. But talking of the new life, I'd like to tell you a funny incident that happened. Whenever Baba went to anywhere, Gavar, of course, felt the responsibility of taking care of our health and everything, and seeing to it. And if anything amiss happened, that she always had to inform the men Mandali who were also stayed behind. And Dr. Neelu would be there. Vishnu, Kaka wasn't well, he was there. This wasn't there in those when we were there in the new life. So we always felt that Gavar was a little tense about the whole situation, that she felt that responsibility very much. So we thought we'd play a joke on her. That's where a joke comes. Baba wasn't in it. So we said, because of that feeling, Meher and we were all in it, and Mani decided that she would dress up as a sadhu and come to the gate and ask for bhiksha. See, why we took it as late in the evening was because in that half light, you could just see and not, see details about it. So we sort of arranged that Gavar should be occupied in somewhere. So Mani, meantime, got up her dress, her makeup, and she stood near the boundary and started calling out for bhiksha. So we drew Gavar's attention and we said, Gavar, this sadhu is very persistent. Look at him coming in the evening like this. I mean, do you think he should do it? And Mani, she could, play up anything. She went through that whole act of doing it. And then she kept coming nearer and nearer. And Gavar was saying, no, forgive me, you're not supposed to, without telling outright that but go somewhere else, there's all women here and trying to stop her from coming. And Mani kept coming in. And Gavar got more excited and really scared, and her voice was changing. And in the end, we felt that she was on the point of doing some bodily harm to Mani if she kept. And you see, what made her most scared was she was telling Meheru to go inside, that she'll manage to trick the whole thing, but we weren't going to miss it, we were going to watch the So before anything happened, we sort of let her know that this is money. But she was really taken and we had a good laugh over it. And it was really true that she was, thinking, well, he's a skinny fellow, I'm quite sure I'll be able to overpower him.
Questions? Rosalie?
Meheru, what were the times like when you went out with Meheru and you had to shield her? She couldn't see men. Were you with her then?
We traveled when just the few of us were traveling. We had to shield her in a crowded place. She knew exactly where she was going and we had to see exactly where, to go make space for her through the crowds. And to try and surround her and allow nobody to touch her by mistake or anything like that. And we managed it. It seems impossible now, but we did it then.
There must have been a lot of people begging from you as you traveled around India with Baba. And what was the general rule in giving money to people who were begging? And how were the homeless, how were they supposed to be treated?
We were not really exposed to that. But Baba himself would sometimes, ask. Sometimes even that person was just standing there and not asking. And Baba would often tell the men one day, see that he receives and give a certain sum of money to this one or that one. And if they were begging, Baba always asked that they should be fed. In those days, they would ask for food or things like that. Sometimes you wondered why this person who didn't even look like a beggar, but maybe Baba knew so much better, or it was something that Baba needed to give, that contact with him. So he would do it through a very natural means like that.